Hi, everyone. I'm going to give a couple more seconds for everyone to come on in. It seems like my notifications are going out a little slower, so I'll jump back in a couple of seconds. All right, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you walk on in the chat because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X, and even now Patreon at Shar's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Shar's World number 6. All right. Hello to all my newcomers. Hello to all my flip floppers. And hello to all my day ones. Listen, this is not a chat for children. So if you're a child, you probably should exit stage left. Hello and lottie dottie to everybody. What up, checkmates? What's up? I missed y'all. Hi, Elf Milk. What's up? Hi, Dr. Ann. Make it do what it do, what it do. Mama B's in the building. What's up? Yes, I see y'all coming in slowly but surely, but we are not going to hold the chat up. We're going to proceed whether, people are here or not, because I have to keep moving it because my schedule is so tight. But thank you all for being here. Again, thank you for all the prayers. You guys been praying. Things has been working in my favor. If not long term, then that's, between God and the situation, right? But for right now, things stay the same, and we are happy with that. And we're happy that God keeps providing strength to me beyond measures, right? So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a quick update. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. All right. Listen, checkmates, listen, it's imperative when you guys are over here that you guys hit that like button. Okay. Not only do you need to hit the like button, but share the live so that people can know that your girl is over here doing some amazing things and I can stay active in the algorithm. Okay. I know it's kind of hard right now because I'm jumping from day in to day out. And it's not as consistent as it was, but pray that God will spare my time and allow me to jump back in there as often as I would like. Okay, so again, I gave you guys all the updates and where to follow me at. I don't want to waste too much time on that. Thank you for all of the inboxes, giving me the news, giving me the teach out. I'll be back a couple of times today. Okay, so you guys are not going to just see me today. One time, it's going to be a couple of times because there's so much stuff to talk about that I haven't been privy to talking about because of the situation. But to God be the glory anyway. Hi, Patricia. What's up, baby? Make it do what it do, what it do. Yeah, so it's been lifing, but it's not an impossible task. I'm really in a good space, guys. And I kind of just want to stay there. And like I said the other day when I was on live, I was like, Lord, how do you give it to me when I'm already going through something? But overall, the things that I'm going through, it's really none of my control. But the things that I can control, I am enjoying them. And I am just so excited about where God is taking me to. Okay. So, first thing first, let's pray for our content creators because y'all know this is not an easy job to be on here blogging, okay, or creating content because folks be coming from everywhere, all right? And that's for all of us. So let's remember to pray for our content creators because prayers are needed, okay? The Bible says, when I was a child, I thought I was a child, but when I became a man, I put away my childish behavior. And that scripture is so imperative and so important because a lot of people play a lot of childish games out here on these YouTube streets and internet in general. I pull that scripture out daily to remind myself I'm really not going to have an argument with a stupid person, okay, or a childish individual. I refuse to. However, don't take that as me being a believer that I won't clap back because I would, okay, and I have the ability to do so. Now, how I check you makes it, it's what matter, right? How I check you, how I deliver my deliverance to you so that you can understand this is not what you want, not on a cold day, a hot day, or a rainy day. That's not what you want, right? So it's imperative that everybody just stay in their lane, because people, it could get real messy, right, and real stressy. All right, but if you stay in your lane and mind your business and just mind the business that pay you, all right, just stay on your content and don't let people try to pull you away from the content that you were here and sent here to do. You probably will be fine. Okay, but sometimes people get it mixed up, like you're a believer, like you can't chin check a hoe. Yes, I can, in Jesus' name, amen. Right? Does that make sense? And sometimes people act like, oh, she always talking about God, but I said it in Jesus' name, amen. How else do you want me to say it, right? Because if I can get with my 21-year-old in a way that he needs to hear from his mama, I know dang well I can get with somebody that I don't know, right? So don't confuse that thing. And sometimes I think people do that just to take you off your game. But see, no matter what I'm going through, I'm going to always be brought in the loop. Somebody is always going to send me what's being said, or what I need to hear, or what I can't hear. It's always going to come full throttle, okay? And I'm going to decide whether I'm going to get on my bike, my skates, my saddle. I'm going to decide how I'm going to show up, or I might not show up at all. It depends on the time of the day, right? So be very careful when you keep poking at people trying to be a bully, right? And that may not be for me, right? I'm just telling you, like, this ain't what you want, right? Um, and I also say that to say, people try to push you to take a break. You take a break when you feel like it, okay? People can't tell you what to do, how much is enough for you. Your enough may not be my enough. My enough may not be your enough, okay? Yes, you have to take breaks. Yes, you have to pre-think about what you're going to talk about before you get on here. But you can't tell me when to sit down. Sit your mama down. Does that make sense? Oh man, let's see who's in the chat. Let's see who's in the chat. I don't want to waste too much time on these clowns, but listen, sometimes y'all be bugging, like bugging. And I'm just here to say you this not what you want, right? And sometimes y'all be thinking because people are quiet that you get to keep poking. That's not a fair statement to make, okay? And it's not a fair gesture either, right? And you ever heard that sometimes when people had it up to here, they break, and the breaking point is basically unbearable, which means that they're going to knock you the hell out, and maybe not in a physical form, right? But they might knock you out with their words, right? Where you're going to be eating dirt, right? They're going to put your face in the mud, if you get my drift. So be careful of what you're trying to do to people and hem them up, right? Because some stuff isn't worth it, because you got to dig another hole for yourself when you're trying to dig it for somebody else. And I hope that makes sense, okay? So let's move on. Let's move on. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but like I said, I'm praying for my content creators. And no, content creators aren't perfect, right? Content creators be messy as hell too. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, it just be you be getting dragged in, right? Now my prayer is that I don't get dragged in, right? But it doesn't always work like that. However, some content creators aren't perfect. Sometimes they can have a better delivery. Sometimes they can not speak on things, right? Sometimes they can just really process the things that they're saying before they say them. But listen, that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you or break you. And sometimes, we do got to go back and correct ourselves and be like, hold up, I probably should have said that a little cleaner. And sometimes we be like, hell no, I meant what I said. Okay, let that sink in. All right, let that thing stick like hotcakes, right? So it is what it is, and it just depends on the person. The unique thing I love about YouTube and all this social media stuff is everybody has their own identity, right? And it goes back to the scripture that says that we are created in his perfect image, right? And that's why I love that part of YouTube, because none of us are going to deliver the same or be the same, right? And because of that, that's why a lot of our subscribers like to jump around, because I might be mild and you might want a little spice, right? And the other person might be spicy and I might be a little bit too mild for your day. You might want a little bit of juice in your dang on water, right? A little color in your water, if that makes sense. And I might not be the person for that day, right? And that's okay, but don't play. Let's not play, okay? 46 in the chat. Y'all hit that like button. Hi, Jazzy J. How are you? Hi, Terry Singleton. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Preach. I felt I felt it in my shana. Yes. Sometimes you just gotta get them together, honey. Get them together, gather them together, get them by the edges. All right. Hi, Sandra. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Cricket 22 in the building. What's up, baby? Make a zoo, what a zoo, what a zoo. I see y'all, honey. Hey, Audrey. What's Make it do what it do. I hope everyone is having a great hump day. Stay blessed, and we will. All right. So listen, I have not had a chance to review the trailer. Okay, so I'm going backwards and I'm going to lead forward because I haven't had a chance to review it. But the hypocrisy, okay, it's crazy to me. All right, and then how Carlos tried to clear his name. Ain't no way to get the hell out of this, Mr. King, okay? Mr. Big Bad Wolf, you are a disgraceful, disgusting human being. And I'm going to keep saying that until my black self turn red. Now, how possible is that? Okay? So basically, I'm going to keep saying that until probably Jesus come and tell me to sit down, right? Because that's impossible. With that being said, I'm not disappointed. I'm disappointed because principle, right? And character, right? But I'm not disappointed by the person that presented this trailer, okay? Because he has given us nothing different to even go with, okay? So for us to expect something different, that would be shame on you, Shar. All right, but I'm so stuck. Like, first of all, why was it necessary for you to start the trailer with Melanie and Martell DV case that's going on, right? And it's an ongoing case. It was necessary because you never spoke about this incident ever on social media, okay? You never even came to her defense or talked about it even on your Lucky Go Charms podcast, right? So I find it really strange and weird that you find like it interesting or appropriate to start your trailer with something that you never ever addressed, okay? And the fact that you got everybody saying communication is not DV, it tells me a lot that you don't believe that what she's, holding him accountable for should be done. And it's also telling me that what she's holding him accountable for, uh, you don't think it happened in the sequence that it's delivered in, right? Well, here's the thing: when you're usually got a case, you have to have appropriate amount of evidence to even get them to charge somebody. So you cannot be this foolish or misled or so stigmatized that makes sense that you can't really think rational in a situation like this. I can see if she showed up to the police station and said, hey, with the empty folder and said, I want to press charges on this man, but I have nothing to show for it. In order for the popo to show up and put the clink clink on him, he had to do something that was stated. Now, to what degree, we do not know. But one thing for certain and two things for sure, we can all say safely and secure that something did happen. Enough for them to put the clink clink on his ass and send his ass to the cells with the bars. Click. Does that make sense? So I think it's real unfair. I mean, I'm not going to play the trailer here. We're going to listen to it, but I'm not going to play the actual video, guys, because we got to be safe over here. People play too much for me, okay? But whatever, we're going to go through it. If you saw it already, you just stay with me while I'm going through it with you, right? With that being said, I'm a little bothered by the fact of first you got Courtney and you got Stormi, and Courtney saying that communication is not DV, but it's the way, the delivery of what he did was delivered. Okay, so communication could be text messages, it could be a letter, it can be verbal communication. So let's think outside of those texts. Okay, what is communication? Right? It's any form of delivery. Okay, so to say that communication is not DV, if he delivered DV in a form of communication, it would be that. Okay, so I just find that crazy, but I'm not surprised that you started it with your disbeliefs because you don't believe that Marty Mark is capable of doing the foolishness that he is being accused of and has been charged with, okay? And you've said on many occasions that you don't believe that he's doing these things to Melanie the way that he has done them. The only truthful thing that I've ever heard you say or mention is the fact that, oh no, baby, ain't no returning for Marty Mark. Okay, Melanie ain't checking for Marty Mark. That's the only liberal thing that I heard you say. It made sense to me. Everything else, it seems like you're going around this merry-go-round to defend Marty Moore to the full extent, even after he got here and disrespected disrespected his boss, which would be you, okay? Even after he continued to make a mockery of your show and tell the entire universe that your show is fake, even if he lied on you, right? And even after you said that you was going to handle it, we know who's holding the fork or holding your secrets because you did nothing, if that makes sense, okay? 70 in the chat, y'all hit the like button. Run me up, run me up, run me up, run me up. 40 likes, 70 in the chat. Please hit that like button. Yes. Money. What's up, baby? Make us do what it do, what it do. Considering the AL law, wait a minute. The AL law for that crime. Yeah. Diving in, rising star. Hi. Um, hey, Toot, what's up, baby? Make us do what it do, what it do. Fact. CK is a shady and distrustful. He is. Um, he's showing abuse is okay, lying is okay, friends stab each other is okay, cheating is okay. I don't like it. He's changed the show to trash. I agree, Patricia. I agree. 27, 50 in the chat. Hit the like button. I hope everyone is having a great hump day. Stay blessed. We are. All right, all right. So let's hi Brittany. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. So listen, let's continue on. 75 in the chat. So I just found it very disgusting. And as I searched through YouTube and I watched my favorite content creators and my I guess my coworkers, right? And as they delivered it, I've never really heard probably about one content creator that I can say went the route that I wanted to go. So I wanted to come back and address the disgustingness of his decision to say that nothing happened. Okay. And I think they showed a clip. Now, Maurice, let me before we jump into hearing this thing, Maurice, let me enlighten you. You are how do I want to say this? Everything here is allegedly, in my opinion, okay? But listen, I find it funny that your response to this DV communication charge is everything on the internet sticks and it never goes away. I know you lying, right? Because here's the thing. I remember you vividly telling Carlos that Kimmy played the tough girl as if she's running something, but in reality, she runs nothing. And not for a second did you think, oh, this is the internet. Everything sticks, right? You didn't think that. Because if you did, you wouldn't have repeated that mess out of your mouth, okay? So what you told the world is, I will continue to disrespect my wife on any level that I choose to, even if it's going on around the most difficult time of her life. I will continue to state my point, whether it sting or not, whether it makes my wife to be a sucker or not, whether it makes my wife to think that or makes my wife feel like she needs to make some decisions about our marriage or not. Okay, so wait a minute. The Bible says when you know better, you do better, okay? It says there's nothing new under the sun. And what has been done before will be done again, right? Stay with me. Which means that this little trickery that you got going on, you know better, okay? And because you know better, right? You should have watched your mouth or tread lightly. But because you didn't give a dang on, you said, oh, no, I won't watch my mouth. Who cares if the internet is forever? And how we know that you know better is because you just stated on this trailer about Martell. See, it's easy for somebody to step in somebody else's situation and say what's right. But in your own situation, ain't no way you want to dig right up out of the mud. You want to keep right buried because you just love it and enjoy doing your wrong. Okay? You wrong as hell for begging your wife for sex in a situation that she's in. She's wrong as hell for not standing up to you in this situation, okay? And now that you know better and you publicly admitted that you know better because we heard what your response was to Martell, everything sticks here on the internet and it never goes away. Oh, I'm glad you know and I'm glad you brought that to our attention. So you think that, and another thing, you seem to know how to relate to Tisha in so many ways, but you fail to hear from your own wife. But again, you know better. That's why you're able to relate and jump into somebody else's situation and put yourself in it, but you refuse to do that for your wife. What's up, bro? What's the real deal, right? So now that we know better, come here, let us talk to you for a minute. We got questions, okay? Now that you know better that the internet stick, did anything in your mind say that her child will play these recordings back of you telling his wife to basically get down or lay down, right? Your wife to get down or lay down. Nothing in your brain clip, or right, stay with me, or nothing in your brain click. Maybe I shouldn't do this interview with Carlos right now. Maybe I should wait till I'm thinking level headed because I do have a lot going on, right? But then not it didn't even stop with Carlos. You went and did another interview side by side with your wife, and she defended you for your nasty, disgusting behavior, even though she knew that you knew better. And how we know that you knew better is because you just related to Martell's situation is everything sticks on the internet. So now, if I was her, if I was the wife, I think I'm a swift talking young lady, right? If I was her, I would go back and I would scratch my hair and I would say, well, honey, wait a minute. I remember when we was going through something, you didn't even want to jump into nor put yourself in my situation. You made a conscious decision that you was going to stick with your gut, that you wanted your ding ding stuff, that you wanted me to bounce on that thing like stupid, right? Even though I was going through something and you didn't give a dang on what I felt. But how is it, sir, my husband, right, that now somebody else is in a situation where they torturing somebody behind the scenes willingly, okay? You can relate to them. Well, wait a minute, honey. You said that you love me. Love doesn't hurt like that. Love doesn't sting like that, right? Stay with me because I waited for you a little bit. So I wanted you to come a little bit closer, Maurice, right? And I wanted you to you got to explain this thing to me. How is it that you can understand everybody else but your own damn wife? None of that makes sense to me. Oh, let's get to the comments. Let's get to the comments, baby. Woo, baby. Tea Talk with your girl. What's up? Make us do what I do with it too. Tea Talk with your girl's another content creator. She does an amazing job. We in this thing together, so go follow her if you aren't. We support one another, honey, and that's what it's about. All right. Hi, Kevin. How are you? I hope your day is going well. Talking to Tea Talk, everybody. Great observation. Yeah, Dr. Ann, we gotta make it make sense because we're women of wisdom over here, okay? And we ain't gonna let nobody put us in a chair and yoke us the hell up as if we don't have a voice of reasoning. We have to make this thing make sense. Char, you have good sense, but the snots do not. Stay blessed. I'm with you, Terry. Peace, love, and light. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Megan, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Okay, maybe creative, but he sucks in leadership. Okay, I missed something. Oh, CK. All right, I missed that part of the chat. Yeah, he is creative, but he sucks. And I understand that he has a job to do, so people can stop putting that in my chat. Oh, he has a job to do. He's not a friend with nobody. I find that hard to believe, right? Because if he just got a job to do and he's not friends with people, why is it? All right, let's just rationally think. Let's put it into perspective since y'all like to drop comments, right? And because I see every comment that come across the screen. If he's not friends with these people, he have a job to do. Why is it that he has his favorites? Why is it that he has secret dates with people that he likes? Why is it that he handpicked the people that's messy as hell? Because he wants the relationship in the end. And people that's level-headed, like Winter just walked away. And she told her story, which we'll jump on that another day. But the thing is, he couldn't put her on his team because she didn't want to go as low as he can go. So that's why we see Dr. Heavenly over there holding his hand side by side because she's willing to go as low as he want to go, if not lower. So see, he liked people that, yeah, I understand, child. No. So he don't like people to say, no, sir, I will not make a mockery out of myself. No, sir, I won't do this for ratings. No, sir, you will not use me as your crutch. But if you want that kind of behavior or thing done, here's a better idea for you, Mr. King. What you can do is do this yourself, right? But people aren't that bold enough to stand up to him. So as women begin to become bold, because I believe that Winter story and her whole interview that was presented over there with Queen Sheba will deliver some of the women that thinks they haven't got to where they needed to get yet. So they will continue to make a mockery out of them. Trust God in the process, okay? Don't let nobody fool you or trick you into believe that this is your last resort of getting to the top, okay? Let me tell you how I know. I've been struggling at 2,300 followers over on Facebook, right? For the last maybe 8 months, probably a little less, right? Not moved, not 1 inch, right? I posted a video maybe about 3 weeks ago. That video just started doing numbers, like just now, from 3 weeks ago. 34K views, okay? Over 120 subscribers, okay? Stay with me, or followers over there. But you got to trust the process because your time is going to come, just not when you want it, right? So you don't got to lick the back of nobody's balls to make it happen, all right? Does that make sense? You don't have to do that, all right? So I want you to understand that you don't have to let a man like Mr. King humiliate you or put you up to doing stuff that makes no sense and have no type of characteristics to it, nor dignity to it to get to the top. So while y'all saying he just got a job come with character, dignity, right? And he's not doing the job with those characteristics. He's doing the job with no cut at all. And no cut means with a bald head, with no integrity, right? Who don't give it. All he care about is viewership. And I understand the job, don't get me wrong. But at what point do you pull back and says, you know what? I have a mom. You know what? I may have a sister. You know what? I do have friends that I care about. And what would they feel if I allowed them to go through these things willingly or put, my foot to the fire for them? But no, he don't do that because that would make too much sense. He go group different women that's just like him and his mess to accomplish his goal, which is to humiliate and embarrass Black women. I don't give a damn how you slice and dice that thing. Does that make sense? Y'all stay with me. Y'all stay with me. Woo! A time and a season. Absolutely, Dr. M. Right? Why not have some ethics in how you handle business? Say it again. And when God gets you to a magnitude of Carlos King level, you want to really hear from him to allow him to direct you no matter what. That means that it may look good, it may glitter, it might have special characteristic on it, it might have mouths that's telling you, come here now. But you are the man of, a substance like Carlos King. You need to definitely get to a point where you can hear God in every decision that you make containing to the level that he has gotten you to. Because let's be clear, you haven't gotten there by yourself, right? I know you think that about yourself, but you didn't get there by yourself, right? You wouldn't be able to do that. But there was a season where you were thinking better than what you are now, and God chose to elevate you with the abilities and characteristics that he has given you. Oh, y'all gotta stay with me, stay with me. A whole lot of sense. I'm gonna make it make sense, baby. All right, so scene here, sis. Okay. So let's go through the different portions of this trailer, and I'll stop in between and talk about it. But I just wanted to give you guys this pre-introduction to where we was going and what I've observed, and I couldn't let it go, even though it's been out for a little while. Marty Mar, I see you got some stuff on your page, but I'll check you out later as well, because right now I'm with the king and I want to stay on him. Give me 1 second, guys. Ooh, sharp preach. That's why we can't listen to a pimping preacher who shows you different. Absolutely. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. Okay. And I try to be fair, but ain't no way I'm going to make my sisters and my brothers' day harder by humiliating them. It's one thing in reporting the news as we do as bloggers, but you got to do that thing with a little bit more respect and dignity, because I can't take you serious. Okay. And you didn't arrive by yourself. So I want you to remember where you came from and who got you there. Because these days you ain't making nothing make sense to me, okay? And I just can't get it, Carlos. I just can't get it. I'm trying, but I'm not with you, okay? Is this one it? Okay, wait, that's not the one. Hold on 1 second. I had it up too. I was listening to it.
You ain't seen this. Martell and Destiny. was arrested and charged with domestic violence in the third degree. Harassing communication? Wasn't it like a text or something? Domestic violence sounds terrible. But it was for communication. What if he really meant to do her harm? Domestic violence is not the same as harassment and communication. That's a wrong charge. Like, your children gonna have to see this stuff. The internet never goes away. Right now, any intervention. I'm getting arrested for text message I sent Nelly over a year ago, you know? He literally took a video that he and I did and was going to have it released. My message to her was saying, stop bullying me. Some bigger restraints need to be done in holding people accountable. Why did you feel it was necessary to go and do an interview with the blogger? It's like she went low and I went lower. She got me arrested. Listen, she didn't call DHR on me. Until y'all experience something like that. I've experienced that, Martell. You've never experienced. I chose not to get a divorce.
All right, pause. Hold on. Because I knew while I was giving that little scene, I forgot some things. I forgot that Miss Marlene was over there shaking her head as if she was in disbelief to the jerk that she has raised, okay? As if somebody was purposely messing with her boy, okay? Nobody's messing with your boy. Your boy is messing with himself. And he said he was arrested for something that he sent her over a year ago. I don't give a damn if it was 2 minutes ago. You send it, okay? I don't care if it was a second ago. You did it, okay? And however it made her feel or land, that is her business, right? And here's the thing, let me newsflash you for a minute. You don't get to control how she receives something or where that lands for her. Okay. So stop saying, you were arrested. She's bullying you. Martell, shut your fruity loop up, okay? And she's bullying me. You bully her every goddamn chance she get. Okay, so stop with all that. She's bullying me. Okay, and the reason why Martell is the way he is because let's start with his mama first. She did not hold him accountable for his behaviors. That's why he's out here putting his toxicity out into the universe along with his pollution, okay, out into the universe and having everybody digest that thing until they can't even inhale it no more. Okay, so let's be clear of why your son is being arrested or has been arrested because you didn't tell him the truth that he is a bastard, that he is disgusting, that if he don't make some changes, it's going to be bigger than what it has already delivered. Okay, it's somebody else gonna be knocking on his door, and the next time, because he's just such a nasty individual, it ain't going to be Melody who has a little bit compassion for him because he is the father of her children. It's going to be somebody else that has no connection with him whatsoever, that he's going to bully into sleeping around with him by some situation or something that they sent him where he thinks you're going to sleep with me or I'm going to release this. And they're going to come and they're going to lock his ass up and there ain't going to be no return from it. You see how that works? Because you won't correct your grown behind, trifling behind, disgusting behind son. See how that works, Miss Marlene? So don't shake your head like you so much in this belief. Okay? It started with your son and it's going to end with your son. He is the problem. Figure deal me? Woo, baby. Let me see what y'all saying. It kills me how he always spins the narrative and not take accountability for his actions. Yeah, I'm with Kimmy on this one. It needs to be some bigger accountability for him. But of course, CK will not hold him accountable. Hi, Nelba. What's up, baby? Make her do what it do. Miss Marlene was shaking her stiff wig, her stiff wig, and it was. Karma is real, and most don't get it until life humbles them. Say it again, okay? Um, CK just can't get it right. Can't. Um, I got you, Cricket 22. I'm here for it. And then it ended with the guys trying to have some type of intervention, and they're asking him, well, what is it that made you go do this interview with Tasha K? Now, here's when the little BITCH arrived, okay? And when the BITCH arrived, she arrived with her wig, okay, their high heels and the tight pants. You get my drift, okay? And they said, because she went low and I went lower. But see, here's the thing. She told the truth. You lied a lot during that interview. Okay. And when you ain't feel like Tasha K was on your side again, all your 5 people in your head showed the hell up. Okay. You started looking at her like, wait a minute, are you friends with Melody? The same stuff that you did with Queen Sheba. Okay. Your 5 people showed up in a matter of 40 seconds. Okay. So when they ask you a question as friends, what made you do that? Which as if they got rum, but I'm with them, okay? What made you do that? You talking about when she go lower, sucker, sucker. Straight sucker move. Let's move on. And it ended with him telling them that you guys don't understand, you never been through that. And we got Marceau, like, basically, I've been there. I chose not to get a divorce. Now, I talked about this recently in one of my videos where he said I chose not to get divorced. It brought up a lot of reasoning for me. Now, we do know that edits has a lot of left out parts, parts that's linked together or linked together to make us believe that it's one thing, but it's not. So we're just going with what we got, okay? And from the sound of it and what we exhibited or what we saw and what we viewed, it seems like there was some type of cheating or infidelity on Tisha part. And Marceau saying, I didn't choose to go out and out her. What I did was stay married and work through it, which will bring me to the conclusion that explains why Tisha always seems to me like she's running behind him like a little puppet and trying to kiss his feet. Because I believe, in my opinion, that he makes her pay for what she did on a regular basis. Okay. So he never really forgiven her or forgives her. So therefore she has to constantly prove to him, baby, 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 I love you. All right. That's why she's always doggy pedaling behind him. That's what my observation is. If you guys observe something different, let me know. Them folks showed up and showed out and did. I was so hoping that Martell was going for good. Not at all. They all knew exactly what Martell did. It did, if not after the trailer drop, they surely did. It's sad that these are grown people acting in the matter. Reveal time is coming. Absolutely. Um, I think in that hot second, he was pissed with the boys. Yes, he was. And he continued his piss to online. So it wasn't just in the trailer. He's still mad as hell that they disagreed with him by his decisions to do that interview with Tasha K. But let's move on.
Get a divorce. Nell said that when she found out she was married, she started messing with you. No, that's actually what is. You try to make it sound you were still married when y'all hooking up. Yes, he was married. Did I know he was married? No. So do you think that this is a traitor, Chris? That's for him to address. My wife ain't no side chick. She ain't.
Oops, sorry, y'all.
For him to address. My wife ain't no side chick. She ain't now. Don't call her. She never was. Nell said something on social media.
All right, hold on. Before we get to the Tisha and Nell drama, Martell could not wait to put somebody in the same category as Ariane, okay? So the moment that he got wind along with all of us on social media when Chris' daughter came and tried to blast him and Nell for being this side chick, he couldn't wait to take down notes to try to put Chris in the same category. But here's the thing. Chris and Nell has been honest about the infidelity in their relationship, okay? And Chris cheating. So it's no surprise that Nell may or may not have met him while he was still married. Now, is it disgusting? Absolutely. But listen, to each his own. When I said it before, oh well, when you split, you split. It is what it is. I know biblically you ain't supposed to do it, but look, sometimes the train don't be riding, okay? You got to put a little bit oil down there to make that move, okay? So it is what it is, right? So with that being said, so Martell couldn't wait to put Nell in the category as Ariane, right? So he called Nell a side chick. And Chris is like, wait a minute, my wife ain't never been no side chick. Now, I love the draws that Chris is putting on here because I think that Martell thinks that because Chris has never stood up, I mean, Martell thinks that because Chris has not stood up to him and he let him get away with that first thing where he was coming for Nell and Chris just brushed it off with like they sisters and brothers. He thought that he can come up and rise up against Chris again about his wife. And Chris said, oh, hell to the mother. No, okay, my wife ain't that. Right. But the problem is nobody wrote down their story and rehearsed the story. OK, so now we got Nell over here saying to Melody the truth, apparently. OK, yes, he was still married. While Chris is telling Martell, no, we weren't still married. Okay, so somebody forgot to rehearse their lines before this scene happened. So it looks kind of crazy. It sounds crazy, but here's the thing. Living your truth, it is what the hell it is. Digest it. You slept with him when he was married. You like what he had. You forced him to get divorced. It don't sound good, ain't good, but it's what happened. That's the reality of it, okay? And Melody asked her, do you think that this is a trait of Chris? Absolutely. Okay. Nell talks about Chris having similarities to Martell. Well, in order to have some similarities to Martell, that means you real, 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 real low in some way or another. Okay. So like I said, Martell was wrong as hell for calling Nell a side chick. At least telling her husband that she's a side chick. Like the nerve of you, right? At least if you felt that way, that's probably a comment that you should have took somewhere else to have a conversation with somebody else, not her husband. Okay, it was disrespectful as hell. But Chris did that when he allowed Martell to press up against his wife the first time. Okay, you give a person an inch, they're going to take a mile, and that's what we're exhibiting here. Okay, or that's what we're seeing play out, right? And Martell's smirk on his face was like, "Ah, got y'all. Y'all ain't so perfect after all. Your wife is the same as my side chick. Side chick at the side chick, right?" So that's why Martell has ran with that. 140 in the chat. Y'all hit that like button. Sorry, y'all. I stepped away from my phone. Hey, hey, Veronica. Okay, you guys are all speaking. It's all good. I think replays of when Melody confronted Marceau and he dropped the line about the video season 3. Okay. According to Tisha, no problems in her marriage. You're right. Based off that statement, we see different. Okay. But she's right under him all the time and is. I think that in that okay, okay, I read that one. All right, all right. Um, all right, so let's continue on, child. To Nell.
If you felt like you had to downplay you've been around me to other people, then maybe you shouldn't be around me. What Nell? Nell? What Nell? No, I'm Nell. You doing the most. I can. And I can too. So we're gonna have a conversation. You try to don't do that. Don't you do that. And you said free Martell. You know what? No, that's that free teach.
All right, hold on, hold on, hold on. Tisha, where you get all your heart from, all or something? Where you get all your heart from, child? I'm a little confused, okay? Because the person that you should have attitude with, you don't have one. All right. So I'm very, very, very lost to why you feel like you needed to press up on Nell now. Okay. And so what? Everybody don't want to sit at the same table with you. Everybody don't have to. If you ain't the kind of company that somebody want to keep, guess what? She have a right to say, "I'm gonna go ahead and have my dinner at the other table." You don't get to control that. Why don't you confront your husband about making you sit at that cereal and milk table on the regular basis while he eat eggs and bacon at the adult table? Why don't you start with that? Or why don't you confront your husband about making you read from cue cards on a regular basis where you can't even look up and have your own opinion? Okay. Or better yet, why don't you take some advice from your son who said, "I will never let somebody talk to me like that"? Girl, why don't you start there? It's crazy to me how you shift your energy and giving it to people that don't need it or deserve it, but you refuse to give it to the person that deserve it. Didn't that girl just come on here and air your husband out for sending a person he don't even know a bunch of pics, having conversations with her, offering her to have these threesomes? It sounds like an arrangement to me. Now, it's still allegedly, in my opinion, but girl, you angry with the wrong person. I'm gonna need you to try again. Go back to sleep, wake up, and do it again. I can't take you serious. All right. Tisha ain't Nell's friend, not at all. And I think that Nell picked up on that. She like, try again. Perhaps the Fletchers will finally step away from Martell after hearing what he said about Nell. Hopefully, Mississippi in the building. What's up, Angela? What's up? Make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. Um, hey, Mama Bees, what's up? Um, Mama Bees is speaking to everybody. Let's continue on.
It doesn't matter as a man. If you see DB, it should be no freedom. That's the dude you chose. That's the dude you chose to be a friend with. That's the dude you chose to know. I'm Martell. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Right.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. First of all, they thought it was a joke, okay? They didn't take it serious because it didn't happen to their wife, right? That's why he's like joking free Martell as if, that was appropriate. That's not appropriate, right? We're talking about something that somebody sincerely went through, right? A real experience. So you saying free Martell, it was disrespectful. And then to turn around and tell her that's who you chose, right? I didn't choose that. She's like, "Well, you chose to be friends with him. So if I chose to be with him because I thought he was one way, well, you chose to be friends with him because you like the way he is," if that makes sense. Okay. You don't think nothing's wrong with him. All right. So why even go as far as saying free Martell. Why don't just shut the hell up because you don't even know to what extent this is. All right. But take it to a loser like Marceau and them to say some nasty, disgusting stuff like that. Free Martell. It's a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Your commentary is on the point. Everyone slip is showing. Absolutely, Veronica. Welcome to the chat, baby. Welcome to the chat. Um, Wholeheartedly agree. Hello, no one would know anything about them if not for Mel. Um, let's see. To me, has a wondering eye if she noticed how he looks at Mel. Also, what a fool for taking out all of those loans and your name, shaking my head. Yeah, he gonna make sure when he gonna leave her with a whole lot of debt. Okay, so um when he leave her, he gonna leave her with a whole lot of debt. So we gonna wait for that to play out. He gonna make sure ain't nothing in his name because he don't want to take all that with her. But while she's saying I love my husband so much, I'm willing to jeopardize it all. Listen, this is gonna be the consequence. This is gonna be a hard hitter for her. Okay. ABJ, what's up, baby? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Say, fake beef and Mel peeped that game and did. Let's continue on. Let's continue on.
I'm Martell. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Right. You met Martell before? Yeah, we go way back. In what way? Yeah, okay, yeah. She went to school. So, y'all like... Yeah, no, that type of situation will make people think like, damn, they mess around before or something. Wait, y'all was weird. No, it was given like we know each other in another way. She came to the house a couple times. He said you was at his house. Well, he did invite me. If we did, we're adults. I'm like, hold on now. Like, I wanted to talk to something to see what was it about. It wasn't that serious. We ain't do nothing either. Hell no, I don't remember her ass. Hey, you need to stop talking to so many women, man. That was actually the problem there. You looking cool? How you doing?
All right, hold on. Let's bring it back. Let's full circle this thing, okay? Wait a minute. First of all, I've heard Queen Sheba stuff, but I'm gonna bring that back in another video because I want to stay on target and what I'm talking about, okay? Second of all, Stormy definitely knew that her and Martell had a relationship. She tried to look like do y'all know each other? You can't pay attention to nothing else like yourselves and people saying they ain't getting their stuff, but you can pay attention somehow to Martell looking like they knew each other. It's given y'all, you already knew, just like you already knew that him and that you and Ariel had a relationship before you approached Mel. You already knew that this girl slept with Martell allegedly. Okay. Now it was giving slept together. I don't believe for a second that they did not sleep together. Okay. Say what you want. I don't believe it. Martell is poking anything moving. All right. And anybody that's going to give him the time of the day, we are seeing that. All right. So I don't believe that they didn't sleep together. However, he walked in lying, looking like he lying, sounding like he lying, talking about something. Oh, I know her from school. And she just looked. No, girl, that was the time for you to regain or gain the audience trust. But you sat there and let him run with that. Okay. It wasn't until Stormy was like, wait a minute, y'all was giving a little bit more than that. Y'all was giving a little bit more energy than you was like, oh, well, I was at his house a couple of times. I don't know about nobody else, but what you going to his house for? I don't go to people's house. I ain't got no intentions on doing nothing with because I don't know if my willpower gonna be that strong. Okay, does that make sense? Right. So with that being said, you went to his house a couple times. And y'all did what? All right. Now that he knows that Stormy knows that they hung out. Now he's agreeing. She came to the house a couple times. But why you say she was a friend from school? All right. You ain't think that she was gonna tell the truth. And the way she was gazing over Martell, the man that she went. Pat, we gonna act like we didn't get Queen Sheba information, okay? The man that she with, he better watch out. She sound like she still want to get low, honey. Slurp it up, okay? She sound like she want to get on her hands and knees right now. That's the way she was looking at Marty Moore, okay? So I question what y'all relationship looking like when she gazing all over somebody else dude, okay? And you can tell that the husband from his response, he knows that her and Martell had more. Now Martell was like, hell, she came over the house a couple times, but I don't know her. Hell no, I don't know her. And Courtney, good job for you telling him you need to stop your stuff because that's why the hell you ain't got no wife now. All right. So y'all drop down in the comment section. Let me guys know what you guys think about that. But it's definitely given Stormi definitely knew of the relationship and the dynamics of their relationship. She was just stirring the pot as she always do, just like she did with Ariane. And you knew that you knew that girl and you sat in Melody face and like you didn't know her. You ain't tell her, okay? So let's continue on. Stormy storyline seems to be Mel Center, VIA Martell and his woman. If those folks can't talk about themselves, they need to go. Absolutely. Hi, Miss Linda. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. This show really is better than any other reality show with the off screen going on. I agree. So he is her husband and not the boyfriend. Um, listen, according to, well, I don't want to mix the two, so I'm just observing as if I didn't get Queen Sheba update. Okay, so once I do the update, then that will make sense. But I'm observing it as if I didn't get that. Okay, but you're right about it. um Marho looks at Demon Destiny tells me everything. The fact Destiny just blushes whenever she's with Marho. Plus, ain't none of my male friends playing with me about my child looking like him. Ooh, we gonna get to it, baby. Wait, baby, we about to get to it. Hold on, cause y'all know I got something to say. Okay, Stormy storyline seems okay. Okay, I read that one. Stormy is playing bone collector and not highlighting anything in her life. Stormy knew all along Marho and New Chick have a past. Smash. Okay, New Chick. Martell body language told on them and did. Hi, Gail. How are you? Nell was his forever choice. Leave that there, Houston. Okay. That music sound like the old video music that the transition from the Tracy and Dustin. Okay. um, all right, so let's move on. Hi, CDW. What's up, baby? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. The whole scene was given fake. Okay. All right, let's move on to Destiny and Martell.
What's been going on? Living life, you know, dating. Yeah. Doesn't law look so cute? Just like his Uncle Martell. I don't know how that happened. Hold on, drink a little bit more so you can tell the truth. Destiny got a girl code. Girl, what else does she sleep with your man? Right. I don't know what Destiny does. And I don't put nothing past people. One of my producers married.
All right, hold on. Hold on. First of all, Martell, you sitting here telling her, your friend, or your sis, as you will call her, that you are her son looked just like his uncle Martell. You was giving straight bitch move, okay? You was basically telling us something without telling us. You was blasting Destiny and letting the audience know I did sleep with her, okay? That's what it was given. And the way she chuckled, I would have turned around and you like, why would you say something like that? But she chuckled as if she wanted to go there with you, and she wanted to pull the hat out the bag as well. Okay, now we know that law is Liberics per DNA that was supposedly had. But the fact of the matter that he said that means that there was some type of questioning at some point. So you probably really was sleeping with Martell. That's why he said that, and he probably wholeheartedly believed that this baby belonged to him, which was real crazy because I would have left. Don't play with me like that. You know we ain't never do nothing. But the fact that you laughed it off like it was funny tells me that you know the story that he know. Does that make sense? Okay. And shout out to Melody for calling it out. Look, if Destiny got a girl code, I don't know nothing about it. Because I don't put nothing by nobody. Now that reminds me when Melody was saying, basically you calling Martell, telling him everything, and she's like, because I want to know what he got to do with what he got to say about my friend. No, don't be a bone collector. Don't be a bone carrier, right? With that being said, we don't believe nothing that you say. And I do believe that Destiny and Martell has a secret relationship. If they don't and I'm wrong, I'll come back and correct it. But as of right now, in my opinion, I believe that they slept together and there was some type of question of who was the daddy. Okay? I honestly believe that. Maverick was thinking something. Dr. Ann crazy. This is a new branding, the new Bolo. Okay. Um, I repeat, who requested Destiny back to this show? Journey, what's up, baby? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I don't know and why. I hope she bring us something more than what she has, rather than being a bone collector. Let me see. Moho's bottom bitch, y'all. Think about it. Destiny is always present around all of Moho's other women always. Yeah, I really believe that. She's there like long as you I feel like they got an arrangement. Long as you tell me and keep me in the loop what you doing with these other women, ain't no problem. Okay. Liza Moore said, hi, my Liza Moore lies. And he would have gotten checked right now. Don't play with me. Say that again. I wouldn't be like, what? Dinner over. Don't pour me nothing else. You keep your drink. But the fact that she laughed it off, she knew exactly what time it was. Okay. And that's the big secret, or the new girl was one of his side twos while married. Wow. Martell is so slick with him being father of law. Yep. No girl codes, not at all. They are secret lovers. I believe so. Like, why is he always trying to act like he's such a sexy man? Yeah, he do too much. Take the robe off. It's really not giving what you think it is. Okay. Um, you guys are all speaking. Okay, okay, okay. Brittany says, wait a minute, I love in the trailer that Mel does not give a F when it comes to Dusty Destiny. Yep, me too, honey. Check them all down one by one. Peen. Exactly. Remember Dusty knew where the bodies were buried. Yep. 55 minutes into an hour live. Thank you so much, honey. We moving along. We're moving along. Tisha and Kimmy, their faces so that they could run tell that. Exactly. She's bringing, she was a side piece to Moses and arguing over a man that is married and didn't pick her. Yep. Laberic, you could, wait a minute, you could something possible happen with that. Oh, you could tell something possibly happened with Destiny and Martell, the way she reacted when she heard he and Monique, Mount, what's her name? Melnika had a fling in high school. She seemed jealous. Yep, I agree. Let's move on to the final scene and then we're gonna wrap it up, guys.
Married Destiny's man. What I would like to do is bring Sonny and Moses to the stage. You and Sonny, you guys are friends, right? I would say that we were too close for this. How do you want to have a career in this industry and you make moves like that? I was her producer, but she didn't really talk to me about Moses. You was pursuing a friendship. I was pursuing? Yeah, that's what I was told. You was pursuing a relationship. I wasn't pursuing anything. It isn't favorable. Do you have to call and ask for permission, though, to date someone's ex? Destiny's producer. I mean, how you feel about that? Well, I'll say right now, I don't give two about it. You don't go date your friend's ex. You turn around and stab me in my back like this. You knew what she had going on from the point of you meeting her. You love by me, name your business after my baby. Law. Justice. Justice, which is the baby's name that we were going to have. Were you with me or not? You said she never confided in me about this man. She's painting this picture as though I was plotting on her man. When I kept it all the way professional. Listen, cuz you get what you put out. We got side chicks, side dudes, side chicks, and side chicks. I was never a side chick, baby. I'm the wife.
Ooh, it was the look at the end. Bitch, I'm the wife. Stand down, man down, cold 10, child. Listen, first of all, Destiny, let's get to it, okay? Carlos, you was messy as hell for this, but I mean, the scene is the scene, so we do have to cover it. First he brought Moses and Sonny on, and Sonny is basically clearing it. You never confided in me when Destiny said that she was talking to Sonny about him and things that they were going through. Sonny was basically saying that she was all there for her, so she's clearing the air and saying, "No, it wasn't like that. She's never confided in me." Okay, she says that Destiny said that they were friends, which we learned that that was a lie because even when this episode aired, Destiny didn't say that they were friends, right? Destiny is saying we were working on it. So, girl, you just told us a couple weeks ago that y'all were friends, right? You were going to her and y'all was going to family events, and she's saying it wasn't like that. So Tisha comes in like, y'all was building. She like, no, we weren't. We weren't building anything. Okay. Given Destiny reputation, I'm going to say that Destiny lied about the relationship of them two, right? I believe that she probably was acting as the producer, and Destiny was just the person, right? That she was producing. And Destiny thought maybe, she would be friends with her at some point. I probably wouldn't have played it so close, but happened, right? And she just basically let Destiny know This ain't that. We weren't friends. And then why would you go approach him about his now wife? And girl, you could have kept that off of screen. The fact that he was going to have a baby with you, y'all was going to name that baby Justice. All right. Now, if he would have went with the whole idea of law, how disrespectful would that be to LeBaron? Okay, that you was going to name your baby Law, um, his baby Law, because something you and the other man did. Girl, that sound crazy, right? But neither here nor there. She ended it with, I'm not the girlfriend. I am the wife. Okay. So excuse me, ma'am. It's going to be a no for me. I'm sorry that he didn't choose you. But we together now. So what we talking about? And Destiny just sit there with a blank look, as she should. But I wouldn't have let CK embarrass me nor humiliate me. No amount of money would allow me to do that. Okay. But you struggling out here allegedly. Okay. So I can understand why you came like, let me get this quick dollar real fast, even if it make me look stupid as hell. Okay. It would have been a no for me, but she cleared the air. Destiny and her was not friends, even though Destiny say that they are. And she's saying you never confided in me. I just called you out of respect to say, hey, listen, we moving on, whether you like it or not, honey. And I am now the wife. Okay. She really made herself look pathetic. Yes, she did. Um, Let me see. Years of a slave. She's a low down, dirty type of woman. Moses is for the streets, in my opinion, and Sonny ain't right either to me. But Moses was not married to Destiny, and that's how it goes when you do dirt to other people. Melody and LeBaron. Destiny needs a check and do. Let's not forget she's wait a minute. She's also was standing on business about naming him Law instead of LB Jr. like her husband wanted. Liza Moore says, appears to have all BDs and where I'm at, BDs and LDs, all of her from everywhere. Oh, all in her from everywhere. I agree. You too cute. Welcome to the chat. Good morning, Shar, Chat, and Maz. Destiny is the worst in coleslaw being with that man for 15 years. Yeah, that's why you got, listen, how you get him is definitely how you lose him, honey. What you thought was going to happen? Y'all was going to walk into the sunset together? Not I. Okay. Martell knew about the Scots boy extra activity. It churns my stomach to see pretend no problem in the marriage. And there is so weak her son see it, really saying in his mind, move on. I agree, ABJ. Big Queen, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate you for being here. I can't for the life of me understand how the Fletchers are still friends with Martell. He's the type that will throw your secrets in your face in public when mad. When the mad day come, I agree. LB asked for that DNA test to prove paternity of their son, and he immediately divorced that because he probably found out there was some overlapping in their relationship. I agree. See, this is the season Tiffany needed to be on the show for real. Yeah, she would have carried them bones 1, 2, 3, and 4. I agree. Sunny is ready and is. Dusty and Moho should come with prescriptions. Just nasty, stay blessed. I agree. CK dodging destiny. She's looking a fool for not being honest the first time. I agree. Um, Martell is a straight up hoe, and all his women he had come from his school. Wow. If the fact Destiny is not self-aware to know she's accountable, she's actually telling on herself when it comes to why her marriage dissolved abruptly from LB. Yes, she is. Destiny is going to make herself look like a fool. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Um, I don't blame LB. All I would have asked for one too. Hell yeah. Sunny didn't get a prize. She got opportunities, but Destiny not getting sympathy on what Sunny did. Women better stop trusting women about men they are dating. I agree, lies and more lies. Let me leave you there for a minute, honey. She agreed on a name with him, but not with her husband. LOL. Hi D, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. You right about it. Yeah, I agree. Listen, guys, that's my time. I love your checkmates, and there's nothing you can do about it. And remember, don't y'all let nobody tell you nothing different. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at Shar's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Shar's World number 6. Remember, guys, I love you. Until next time, bye. It's all good for the typos, honey. It be me too. I talk fast and be speeding. It's all good. Until next time, bye.